coastline along the UAE has kilometres of beaches and is home to thousands of species of marine life. Many restaurants in Dubai focus on using local ingredients where possible, and one of the standout delicacies served is oysters. Here at the main New England brasserie company, oysters are top of the menu. Customers order 50,000 oysters per month. Their shells were previously discarded and sent to landfill. But now they've teamed up with a local ecological school and marine group to return these shells to the sea. Thousands of oysters are prepared, shucked and consumed in this restaurant every week. And that's how their journey back into the sea began. The Main is the largest purveyor of oysters in the region across their 3 restaurant branches.
We would throw away these oyster shells, massive amounts of oyster shells every month. And the Dubai Oyster Project is the first community-driven reef restoration project that uses our oyster shells to create artificial reefs back in the sea. When we tell our customers that the oysters that they're having end up back in the sea and that every single oyster that regenerates can filter 50 gallons of water a day each, and that is creating a natural habitat, that is filtering the water, that is bettering the environment, that's helping the endangered hawksbill turtle. People get very excited, and they really feel like they're doing something for the environment.
The collaboration between the 3 groups was made possible via a Dubai-based entrepreneur.
Joey came to me with that problem, and we thought of ways of how we can solve that problem. I'm a board member at the Arbor School, and I've worked with the EMEG, with the Emirates Marine Environmental Group for about 18 years, so I'm very familiar with the Jebel Ali Sanctuary. So I thought of putting the pieces together and creating a beautiful story that touches on a couple of things, including education, the environment, and the food waste problem. It's been on my bucket list for a while. I've got kids, and I've always wanted to leave a better place for our children. It combines that. It combines the environment, education, and the problem of food waste. So it covers a lot of things.
The project aims to rehabilitate the natural reef system off the coast of Dubai to promote marine biodiversity and create a natural habitat for the endangered hawksbill turtle. The Arbor School follows a unique eco-literacy curriculum, and these students are studying the oceanography of the UAE. In this class, they're filling discarded fish traps known locally as gargours with the oyster shells. The repurposed shells will provide structures where marine life can grow.
The Oyster Project was an opportunity to take the curriculum from the classroom out into the real world. All of our students spend time here in beaches, and they're really familiar with the challenges of the marine environment. We have already put some parts of the reef in place, but in order to monitor it more easily, the children are building sample boxes that will be attached to the reef that we can physically remove from the water and examine on the beach in our own time using specialist equipment. It really allows them to get a much closer look at what's happening on our new reefs. Our goal is to come back in about 6 months with this group, who will then be in year 9, and the next group of year 8s, and to do a handoff.
With the support of Emirates Marine Environmental Group, the school pupils place and monitor the development of the structures. The gargours will be transformed into biological building blocks and placed offshore at the Emirates Marine Environmental Group Reserve. It's a process called ecological restoration. If the project proves to be a success, it may then be expanded to different areas outside the reserve, contributing to the betterment of the UAE's marine ecosystem.
It's actually really cool because most schools, they don't do as many things hands-on, and we mostly learn theory, and theory can only get you so far. And doing stuff in real life, it helps you learn about the problems and what you can do to solve them.
I think it's cool. Like, we use them, we put them back. It's like an eco-cycle.
You don't think you can make an impact until you actually do it, but doing something big like this, it's really fun, and you can see how much it develops.
In the last 6 months, an estimated 250,000 oyster shells have been donated by the Main to the Arbor School. The goal is to see that number reach 1 million by the end of the year.